So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Man left. 3 down.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1. You think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From midfield here, Dalton. Forced out to his left. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Past the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A 2nd down run with Lewis. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now. It's Ingram, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From just shy of midfield, Dalton. He gets it left side to Johnson. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season.
At the 43-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes, being chased out left. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, 57, 57.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews as the first half is winding down as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
368.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Passing, it's Dalton. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw here, Dalton eluding the pressure right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. On On second down, here's Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Throwing, Dalton, and that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
23 yards, the final tally.
368.
Dalton off play action. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 20-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage. A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught at the 10. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 56 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. It's Mixon on the counter. And he's into the clear. The 30. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Throwing now is Mahomes. Man open left side is Brown. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Oh, passing it. Dalton completing it to the right side. Johnson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. Well, how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And it'll be Dalton again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. This will be Dalton again. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 24. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go. Take over a 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Working from the gun. Mahomes. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.